da 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 da. その曲って
Watch out, Chelsea going for the switch. I just wanna fall for a miss. Keep your eyes staring on me for the blessing. Treasure up in the heavens, we snatch it. Look at the change upon my dish. Yeah, look at the change upon my dish. Look at the change upon my dish. Yeah, look at the change upon my dish. All that pot in the keys, yeah, but I really wanna use that.
Bro, if you had to pick, no, okay, do you know anything about Saint Seiya?
Very minimal. I know it's like the
Okay.
Zodiacs, and I know it has something to do with like Mount Olympus and the Greek gods and all that stuff. Kind of.
Okay. Not kind of, very much so. Okay. Which do you feel is the better protecting armor? Saint Seiya or Samurai Troopers? Like, which would you rather go with? Just by look alone.
Well, that's a different question. I feel like both of those are different questions because I feel like Saint Seiya's armor is probably better, just based off of who they got to fight. But if I got it,
Yeah.
if I got, that's what I'm saying. Based on who they got to fight, it's like I think there's better, but who I would wear is Running Warrior. Like, there's no way I'm not.
It's
I'm
the
not.
cleaner drip.
There's no
It's
way
a
I'm
cleaner
not
drip,
wearing
but
it. You mean to tell me I got to stand there
here's
like
the
this
thing.
while the scrolls go around me and put on armor? Man, listen. I'm in it for the
Not the
transformation,
scrolls.
the transition.
Not the scrolls. not the scrolls, man.
I'm here for the
Here's the
transitions.
thing. They're clean. They're clean. The model, like all the designs and stuff are clean. But Saint Seiya at some point when they get super strong towards the end of the series, and all of them basically, like they get this like crazy platinum plated and gold plated armor. Like better versions of the armor that they have when they start, basically, but it's all gold and platinum. I forget what they're called. But but it looks dope. It's like it's drippy. Like Running Warriors, they can combine together to make a
A white armor.
A white armor, which is crazy. I was just like, everybody just cancels everybody out, and it's a white armor. Yeah.
That was the
What's
only
the
thing.
strongest character? The white character.
That was the only thing I didn't like about OG Running Warriors. Is after a while, it was like they couldn't do nothing outside that white armor. It was just like it was like at first they were all cool, and then once they discovered the white armor, it was just like that's all we got. Like every fight, we got to pull out the white armor. It's just like, bruh, come on, man.
I feel like that's where they're headed with this in Samurai Troopers now, like what they're doing to get this other armor, because they got the little boy to help. And I guess since we're here, we might as well talk about it. Hey, what's up, you guys? We're those indie geeks. My name is Q.
I'm just saying, my bad.
What did parents say? He cracked me up, bro. Paris, if y'all don't ever take any of our advice, go listen to Paris Careers. He is a dope artist.
Oh, so.
But
he ain't missed on the album yet.
And Derek Minor. He has not missed on an album yet, for real. But if you like trap music, there you go. Experimental trap music, even
wavy trap music, yeah.
But
all of it.
Wavy, he covers all of that, bro. But like, what my thing is, because what we're talking about today is pretty awesome. I think we all grew up with like Ronin Warriors to some degree. We both did. That was like our first work. That was your first, right?
I didn't know it was anime, but yeah, that was my first.
It was my first anime, and I knew it was anime because wasn't any of the other cartoons looking like that. I was like, who are these niggas that keep getting beat up every week in color coded fashion? Like, what?
Not color coded fashion.
I was like, the Power Rangers win. These guys seem to just survive. Power Rangers are blowing up monsters. The Ronin Warriors are like just barely making it home before the nightlight
Right. That part.
turns off. They kept getting their behinds whooped. The original team, the OG Ronin Warriors team or Samurai Troopers team, that's what we're talking about. Yori Shonen Samurai Trooper. With like, there's a new series out. Is fire.
Very much
And
so.
the old one, it's making up for the old one in my opinion. Because
For
they
sure.
they got hands. They got hands now.
They
Like,
got
the new
hands
guys
and they
got
getting
hands.
active. And I appreciate that.
They are. Oh yeah.
From the
And
villains
like,
to the heroes. Like everybody's getting
the
active.
villains aren't even playing.
Right.
Even though the first villain was kind of lazy, he got killed pretty quick.
Yeah, he did. It was his own fault though.
That first guy.
That was his own fault.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I guess what you're to the other question that you had, like, I'm also kind of curious. Like, before we started filming, you had asked, what happened to the other guys? And if you're not caught up, this is a spoiler cast, so haha, we're gonna tell you what happens. Rio.
It's revealed that Rio,
the leader. Rio, the leader of the Ronin Warriors.
the OG
the
Ronin
leader of the
Warriors.
Samurai Troopers. The OGs. It got revealed to be the bad guy. The dad possessed him. The demon lord guy, the new guy. And I forget the name. But it's something else with a A. I think the old one was like Agato or something like that. And then we don't have our dude in the chair, so
Hold on. I got you.
like, are you looking it up? Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
So Rio, the leader of the old team of the Wildfire, got possessed and became the new vessel for the new bad guy, who is the father of the new Wildfire armor guy. And what's his name? Guy or something like that? Guy?
Something like that. Yeah.
And it has been awesome, but that's a good question. Where the heck are the other guys?
Right. It's like,
Where's Sage? Where's Rowan?
right. It's like, bro, where? I'm glad you remember their names because I don't.
Where's Kento?
But it's like, where's
Kento? I don't understand.
Where are the guys? Because they all went in there, and that's why they sent the backup Samurai Trooper squad to go help because they lost contact with them. So it's just like if they lost contact with them and Rio got possessed, pretty much. What happened to everybody else?
I'm wondering if they got made into like generals or something. Maybe they got made into generals, or maybe like maybe he killed them off or something. Maybe it's gonna be something dark like that. So far, this series, this new series, is almost a completely different tone than the old Samurai Troopers.
Yeah.
Like, you had like 90s aesthetic and drama, teen drama, like in the first one, and in this one, it has drama, but like more of like a. Only thing I can really compare it to is like a Attack on Titan JJK type story drama, like where there are very surprising like horror elements and things that are to it, like very surprising thing. Like I didn't expect homie that we rolled with since the first episode to just die in the third. Like what?
Bro, I was like, fam, what?
I was like, no.
Like I knew he was. I knew something. We knew something was wrong because they kept hitting that. They kept teasing it. I think it's the wind. I don't remember the virtue, but the wind element. Ronin or Samurai Trooper. He started noticing like
it's usually wisdom, but they changed it or something.
Oh, okay. Well, the wind element
green
dude
is usually wisdom.
The wind element dude. He started noticing like, yo, he keep ducking off a little early. Then he seen him grabbing his chest, so he like something wrong with Buddy. but
Bro was
we don't
grabbing his
know.
chest like Goku.
Yeah,
Bro
do
was
he got
grabbing
the
his chest
Goku
like
heart
Goku. Talking
disease?
about, ah.
Is he about to die? Where's Future Trunks? Like, it's like,
I
we
was
need
all
the
like,
serum.
no, surely. I was all like, surely somebody is gonna help. Like somebody's gonna
Right.
bring medicine,
Right, or something like they're gonna find an artifact that could cure him or
a cure.
something, and it's just like
Nah,
we end up finding out that he's cursed from the demon lord's name is Ramaga, by the way.
Ramada.
We
That's a new
found
guy.
out that he got cursed by him, which ends up being revealed to be, like we said earlier, Rio,
Rio,
who ended up cursing him.
and he did it on purpose.
Right, and it's just like, wait, what?
Yeah,
Just to have my man down
and
bad. We thought that they were able to use, what was it, the sword of damnation or the sword of,
yeah,
yeah,
sort of lighters. Damn it, something like that.
it's
Something
something
like that.
weird.
Yeah.
That mystical sword that they
It was
had.
from the it was from the evil side, so I think it was sort of damnation. I think.
Got you.
So
They thought that they could use that to cleanse the curse. Come to find out, it just made the curse worse and it ended
it
up
just made it
taking his
worse.
life. And I'm just like,
And they did that on
fam,
purpose. Did you realize that plan was given to him? Like they gave basically the bad guy gave them false hope.
right.
Like
The whole time.
he was like, "Oh, the only way you're gonna beat this is if you have the sword of blah blah blah." And then and they're all like, "All right, we gonna get it." They get it, makes it even worse.
Facts.
So like, oh my god, they fell for it.
This man turns into fairy glitter before their eyes. Like he literally disintegrates
Bro,
away. It's like, fam.
homie, homie went the Infinity War route, bro.
Right.
He Spider-Man on him.
Sorry,
He
Mr.
said,
Stark.
Mr. Stark, I'm
I don't feel too
sorry.
good.
I feel too good.
I
I
was
was like,
like,
no.
fam, what? What y'all doing? Why we doing this? Why we doing this right now? Like, come on now. That joint I was not expecting that. That whole reveal pivot
Oh, it
shocked
was
the heck
great.
out of me.
It was great because I didn't expect that. I thought they were gonna do something like maybe somebody. Well, okay, of course it's somebody close to them because Rio saved them when they were little
Right.
and helped them when they were little. But I thought it was gonna be maybe like I didn't think it was gonna be Rio. Maybe a different Ronin warrior. Maybe the
I'm
boy because they showed the boy now he's like a fat
a fat older
30-year-old
guy.
dude. but I was all like that would have been cool too, like because he knew so much about the spiritual realm and
Right,
like
right.
all that stuff. So it would have been cool to like bring him back as like
The
an
funny
evil
part is
character. But
because I went into this show with literally zero expectations, I was shocked by all the reviews because I thought it was gonna be like they got captured. Like the OG team got
yeah,
captured. They've been locked away in the demon realm for however long, just in chains in the prison at the bottom of the castle or something like that. Wasn't even thinking kind of, but I also possess this boy body and now it's starting to run out on me. So now I need my son. And now I'm just like, well, dang, did y'all on some Hell's Paradise type stuff and y'all just using the OG Ronin Warriors for breeding at this point? Like,
bro, I'm genuinely shocked. I was genuinely shocked and like and pleasantly surprised. But like just like I was shocked and surprised at the same time, which is the same thing. But like I was I was genuinely just like, okay, all right, now y'all are cooking. All
right.
right. Before y'all were cooking with the fights and stuff, I was like, I knew they were gonna upgrade everything like animation wise,
Yeah.
because you would have to. Like,
Yeah.
but like the story was what I was scared about because the story was so bad
Right.
back in the day.
Right.
It was so bad.
Right. That part.
The original Samurai Trooper story, and I don't care. Come from my head. I don't care. Whatever fan has to say something, it sucked, and you know it
It
sucked.
did. The best part of that
It
story,
sucked,
I'm
and
not
then
gonna hold you, to me, was the villain that ended up turning into like the mystical sage dude.
yeah,
He was the best part of
that's
that
what I
show to
thought he
me.
was gonna come back too.
I thought he was gonna
I
come
thought he
back
was
too.
gonna come back too.
Maybe.
Maybe later,
Yeah.
but like genuinely, and then it was worse for us because when we got Ronin Warriors, they had to edit out a bunch of violence and different things that happened that made the story make sense. So
Oh.
the story was even worse. The story was even worse. It was
Oh.
just a giant toy commercial at that point because they
Yeah.
were trying to sell the
Yeah.
toys. So all they were trying to do was show off the armor. So
Yeah.
none of it made that much sense until it went on like Tsunami Uncut.
See, I never re-saw it. So my only memory is the edited version that we got. I didn't even think about that,
Oh
but
yeah.
that makes sense, especially considering it was like the 90s and it was just like, we don't really know how anime is going to work in America yet. So let's just kind of,
There's this dude.
this is kind of Power Rangery. So let's just kind of,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
There's this dude on here. There's this dude on here on YouTube called Ramel or
Mhm.
Remio or something like that.
Right.
He on his channel he talks about all these like forgotten franchises and different things that we grew up with. And he talked about Ronin Warriors like a couple weeks ago or a month ago or something like that because it was right before the premiere.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about that. He was talking about like, oh, it was just a giant toy commercial at that point when the way they cut everything.
Yeah.
Even from the way that the narrator hit the series originally as compared to like how he hit it like in the American version, because the American version was all like, all right, we're gonna see if the 5 warriors are gonna make it out of this one with the power of their mystical armor. And then the Japanese guy was all like, there's a strange fate around the corner for our Ronin warriors. Like I was just all like, the tone is so different. It is not the same. The tone is completely different.
I think like if we're talking like OG anime, I know this is a little off topic, but if we're talking OG anime, I feel like Yu Yu Hakusho has the best dub, hands down. I feel like they have like the best dub. That's like it may not be like manga canon, but it like gives it its own personality to the point where it's not too far off to where they're telling a completely different story. Like they didn't make this like a toy commercial. Like it was still anybody can get it, Yusuke, but it was just like in American.
Even when it was censored, I got the story better.
Right.
In Yu Yu Hakusho.
Right.
Like I understood what was going on. I didn't understand some of the nuance of certain things, but when they started just playing it normal on Toonami,
right,
I was like, oh, this is possibly one of the greatest anime that has ever
exactly. Exactly.
Series. And yeah, with Ronin Warriors, I feel like this time they're swinging, bro. They are swinging heavy. Like that studio, what is it, Sunrise?
Yeah,
they are swinging heavy with this month because they're all like, and it's about to be an underdog contender, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't think
hold on real quick.
At it that way.
Hold on real quick. Edit this part out.
Oh, yeah. I'm keeping this all in.
All right, I'm back. And
yeah, no.
Sunrise been killing it though.
I think they're swinging for the fences, and they're like, we're gonna have a contender. And I believe like the further the story goes, if it keeps being as good, I think it's gonna garner a new fan base. Because I don't think too many people even remember Samurai Troopers like that.
Yeah, I was saying I don't. If one, they don't remember it because it was a lot of cartoons that came out when we was kids that low key feel like a fever dream, like the joint with the superpowered puppies or the superpowered dogs. That was like that was like a fever dream. The Mummy joints was like
Mummy's Alive.
Yeah,
Mummy's Alive was the best show about back then. I was like, what?
I rocked with Mummy's Alive. I rocked with Mummy's Alive. That was like a fever dream. There was another one with like cows and bulls, but they were like cowboys. I forgot the name of
The
that.
Cowboys from Moo Mesa.
Something like that. Yeah. Moo Mason, something like that.
The
Yeah.
Cowboys from Moo Mesa.
That was like a fever dream. So it was like so many cartoons that was along the line of like pretty much Teenage Mutant
And it
Ninja
was
Turtle
all
ripoffs.
it
But
was all because I was about to say it's all because of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
it was legit
The
all
turtles,
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ripoffs. But
they're all like, first somebody was all like, all right, sharks. What do we do with that? Street
Street
sharks.
Sharks
And
was dope though.
instead of pizza, they eat hamburgers. Like, oh, okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Awesome.
Biker Mice from
Friggin'
Mars was
street
fire.
sharks.
Like, but it was so many of those type of
SWAT cats?
SWAT cats.
SWAT cats?
That was totally didn't even click that was like also like a flip on Top Gun as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but anyway, it's just like it was so many cartoons like that in the 90s that it's just like I'm not surprised you don't hear too many people talking about Ronin Warriors unless you're like 35 or up. Because it's just like you're not gonna remember that with all the cartoons that we had going on back then, late 80s, early 90s, like bro.
And they even though Toonami kept it in like rotation until like I think like the 2010s.
Yeah.
They kept it in late night rotation. Even then, the people that we would be talking to now that are adults that were kids then would be all like, "Oh yeah, I remember that. I never watched that."
Right.
It was like the Power Rangers.
I do remember seeing a commercial. Didn't tune in.
Yeah. Didn't watch it.
I was waiting for Naruto to drop. It was like, well, that makes sense for you.
Exactly. I was like,
makes sense for you.
They would be all like, I didn't see that, but I did see Zatch Bell. Remember Zatch Bell? Like, yeah, I remember that.
Oh man.
And that story got dark too. That story, in the manga, that story got dark in the manga.
I tapped out. Zatch Bell, Metabots, all them that came out around that time. I was tapping out of cartoons at that point.
Did you know that Metabots had a whole nother season?
Nope.
Outside of the ones that they showed us?
Nope. I didn't even watch the ones that they showed us.
Me either. No, you didn't watch it?
Nah, I told you I tapped out. It was a certain section of time where I was just like, yeah, I'm off cartoons. And I just started watching more like That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire. Like I was watching more of those.
Do yourself a favor. Go to Tubi. Watch like the first season of Metabots. I think it's only like 10 episodes or 10, 15 episodes or whatever. And laugh your butt off because one, the animation's dope because it's the same people that did I think Evangelion Evangelion and like another team. I forget what the team was called. But it's those people. Two, the American dub is just hilarious.
Gotcha.
They hit it every single like you know how Pokemon was kind of funny sometimes. Metabots was funny 100% of the time. And then when it got serious, they got serious, and I was like, they're going off on this animation for this little show.
The funny thing about
little video game show.
The funny thing about Pokemon is the first season, like the Kanto region Pokemon before the movie was hilarious. They went kind of cutesy after that. Like as he continued his journey, it just got cuter and cuter. But it was so funny. The dialogue between Ash and Misty. And Ash and Brock.
It was like Pam and Gina.
Bruh,
it was like Pam and
Martin. It was so funny. Every time she mentioned herself being cute, Ash was like, what are you talking about? You cute?
He always said something in the back. I was like, dang, bro. What did she do to you, bro?
It was just so funny because it was like, whoa. First of all, you're like 10, and she's supposed to be a late teenager, and he is roasting you.
He is roasting Missy, bro. Didn't let her live her life, bro.
At all. At all. And it was so funny.
And then they were still friends somehow. They were still friends somehow.
They were still friends somehow. Man, I still remember when Pokemon, the first movie dropped in theaters. That went crazy.
It changed my life. I got the soundtrack and everything.
That went crazy. When he died, I said, ah! I didn't cry, but I was just like, yo, this what we doing?
I thought it was over.
Because nobody had died in Pokemon before that.
I thought the credits were gonna roll, and they were just gonna be all like,
Then all the
"Sorry."
Pokemon started crying. I was like, oh no, y'all playing with my emotions now.
And I was all like, "Mewtwo really is a boss, bro.
But it was
I don't know what
crazy
we
because
gonna
it was like
do."
literally we hadn't seen anybody die in Pokemon up until that point. It was just like we'll see people faint,
Uh-huh.
we'll see people get hurt. They'll go to what is it, the Poke Center, and get healed up. Everything will be
Ash
Gucci.
gets shocked. Ash gets shocked and burned by his Pokemon on a daily basis, and this
Exactly.
is the one time where you get somebody. Nah, he's just dead. He's gone.
Right. It was like,
Sorry.
oh,
Like,
my
look, roll
heart,
the credits. Roll the
my
credits.
heart. But anyway, back to Samurai Troopers.
Samurai Troopers. Okay, this is the reason why it was so hard to like pay attention to like Ronin Warriors or Samurai Troopers back then, because literally all this stuff was coming out around the same time.
Yeah.
And then like Ronin Warriors came out like I think like 3 or 4 years before Pokemon premiered.
Yeah.
Because then Pokemon just took the game.
Yeah. Oh my
Pokemon
God.
it was Pokemon and Power Rangers.
Yeah.
They were the only ones like up there. Well, Big Bad Beetleborgs was up there too. But
That was
like
my jump. Big bad Beetleborgs. Come on, man.
but dude, that was what it was. It was like the mid to late 90s, bro. Like Pokemon and Power Rangers ran everything.
Bro. Like,
you could not touch either
bro.
one of them.
First of all, Pokemon was so crazy. Pokemon was so crazy. I remember cats getting beat up in the bathroom over Pokemon cards. Like in middle school. Like, fam, what are we doing?
Right.
I never got into the
like,
card
I'm just
game.
12, but I'm fighting for my life.
I never got into the card game, but
that
the first couple of Pokemon video games, Gold and Silver and Red and Blue, had me in the chokehold, bro. Had me in the chokehold.
Oh, I was playing all of it. I had the card games. I had what was it, Pogs? Remember Pogs?
Ooh, you talk about a trend, boy. Pogs, Pogs came and went though. Pogs came and
jokers
went.
left. Them jokers left
Yeah,
so
Pogs
fast.
everything, boy.
They had I think they had Ronin Warrior Pogs or
I wouldn't be
Samurai
surprised.
Pogs. I know they had the trading cards because they had trading cards for everything back then.
That's also true.
We just didn't know how big the Pokemon cards were gonna be.
Right. Them
like,
joints took
we're like
off.
20 years.
I never knew how to play them.
We're still talking.
Facts.
You didn't know how to play?
No, I never knew. The only thing I played was the video games. The video games had me in a chokehold, but I never knew how to play the card game. And then after seeing the people get beat up in the bathroom, I was like, I don't want it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it, man.
Dude, I'll never forget.
A health risk at this point.
I'll never forget because it was like in the same day. I had my Runaway action figures, right? I had I had to get them again when I was a kid because my mom was mad because I gave away my Sage. That was the green wind armor guy. I gave away my Sage and a stack of comic books away for a deck
of Pokemon cards.
But they had some good cards in there. I had some like Charizard, like I had all the mains, all the holographics and stuff. They had some really good ones in there. So that kid actually gave up more.
You still got?
I think he thought he was giving up.
You still got? Oh,
they're gone, bro. They're gone.
Follow those Indiexgeekz on Facebook Shop.
For real.
On Craigslist.
And they're gone. Okay. No cap, bro. And you know what I gave up for him? I gave him that Sage. But the comic books, that's what I gave up. Marvel versus DC, the original prints of Marvel versus DC that are worth thousands now. And the 80s, I think it was like 3 or 4 issues of the 80s, or 3 issues of the 80s version of Secret Wars. Because my uncle or somebody had given them to me. I was a kid. I was 12.
No.
I was like 12, bro.
No.
I was like, Pokemon cards. I want Pokemon
No,
cards.
no,
I gave them up. I traded them.
no. This is why you can't let children broker deals. Cause what?
No, you can't.
What?
Oh man, my mom was heated because she had bought the comics, which were more expensive than normal because they were all glossy and stuff like that. So like, and then she had bought the action figure, the Ronin Warriors action figure, the Samurai Trooper action figure, and she's all like, she called me by my full name, she Quench Route. I was all like, oh no, it's over. She hit my entire name.
Like, not only
She
did you
goes,
trade this, but you
you did
trade
not.
this hard, this hard earned money that this beautiful black woman just earned. It gets a
So some Pokemon cards. For some Pokemon cards. And I don't think I even traded it for anything else. And it was just that deck. It was just that deck. And I knew I had rare ones in there, but I didn't keep them. I don't know what happened. So I lost everything.
Dang.
I lost it all.
Dang.
Well, thanks, like, share, and subscribe for. No, this has been Those Indie Geeks. Here's a lesson.
Sign up for everything. Patreon coming soon, goddamn.
Don't watch your kids. Don't let them give away their stuff.
Thanks.
Cause man,
Jeez.
she was mad.
Oh man.
Mad. She almost didn't get me the because I was supposed to get what was it? I had blue, Pokemon Blue,
Mm-hmm.
and I was supposed to get red for Game Boy, and she almost didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had pulled that them shenanigans.
Shout out to my dudes.
For real.
Oh
Kept it
man.
going. I wouldn't have half my catalog today if my mom didn't support my habit.
Believe it.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh man, but nah, Samurai.
I'm a rapper now because of you.
Well, touche. But Samurai Troopers, man, has been a great journey so far. They're still in their rollout as far as episodes this season,
Infancy.
and man,
Yeah.
I'm locked in. I'm
locked.
I ain't
I'm
gonna
just
hold you.
as
Ever
much
since
as like
episode one,
JJK.
I've been locked. I've been locked ever since
Just
episode
as
one.
much as a JJK, just as much as freaking Free Ren, anything else, like I'm locked in just as much. I didn't think I would be.
For sure.
That's the crazy part because I was just like, I know I want to watch this, but I didn't realize it would be that good.
For sure.
Like, didn't realize it was going to be as intense either. They went
That part.
full
That part.
violence.
That part.
Violence.
Also,
First episode.
random. I'm trying to figure out what railway they got that is not straight through the city, but around the city enough that they are still in the city and been cruising on that train track and on that railway the whole time. I'm like, damn.
It's an animated feature, man.
What railway
That's all I got to say. Because I said the same thing. I was like, how did they just come up into the? They didn't say it was a magic train.
Right. Is Miss Frizzle on the train? Like, what is that?
As far as I know, okay, because if people, just before we go or whatever, like, just to kind of quick synopsis this thing, right? The original team of Samurai Troopers, the Ronin Warriors, they got captured in the other realm, the Demon Realm, or whatever. We didn't find out that they get caught yet until like episode 2 or 3 or whatever. But they have a program called Samurai Troopers where they recruit people to basically be the face of the Samurai Troopers to calm the people of Earth down because they've been in like a time of peace, and there's been like, I think there's like a barrier or something over the city that keeps out all the demons and stuff. And so all the stuff that happened in the old series made them take precaution in this series like 30 years later. But the faces of said company ended up turning on one of the guys.
That part.
And they turned out to be buttholes, like the worst guys that you could have picked to be the heroes of the story. And they all get killed off by the actual red leader.
Right.
And because he was a demon. And now he's not.
Right. I'm liking the choices that they're making because the fact, so like you said, you got the leader of the team who was a former demon or the son of the demon lord. Really, he was the prince.
Yeah.
Now he's the leader of the samurai troopers, and slowly but surely, slowly but surely, he's becoming like his character development is actually been on a positive upward trend, and I like to see how he's coming out of his demon prince ways to like understand humanity and stuff like that. So that's one aspect that's super dope. Then we got this random rogue Ronin warrior samurai trooper dude who was part of creating the suits.
He trained up with the guys that were under the original guys,
right?
When they created the organization. So he made their armor. So the armor is now okay. This is the only thing I'm having a hard time with. Is the armor still mystical?
That part. I think it is.
Or is it just scientific?
I think it is. I think it's more so the whatchamacallits are like allow them easier access to channel the mysticalness.
Okay. That makes sense because I'm just like, when did they decide? It's as confusing as when I was a kid and Lightspeed Rescue was a thing for Power Rangers. It's all like all the way up until that point up until like Space and Lightspeed, we had mystical, magical dinosaur powers. And now all of a sudden, we just made this.
You're right, right.
We tapped into
just
the grid and we just made this.
It's just tech.
It's breezy. It's breezy. We do this all day. Technology, baby.
But yeah, but now we got him taking over for the Thunder dude who ended up passing away. And it's just like, man, like I'm liking what they're doing with the team, and it's shocking me the choices that they're taking. But I appreciate, like, it's giving new life to Samurai Troopers that is sorely needed. Because, like you said, their cartoon back in the day was literally just a glorified commercial.
Toy commercial.
It was literally just a glorified toy commercial. And now we actually have stakes. We actually have story. We actually have heart. We actually have something to care about and root for.
I'm messed up behind the fact that they're basically like anybody can get it in this series, and they weren't like that before.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I cared about Buddy. You said he got a curse? I thought he was going to get healed.
I thought he was going to roll with the team. Right. I thought he was going to be part of the team.
Or at least be support.
The other guy's going to get a different armor. Yeah. I was like, what's his name? Shion?
Shion.
With the white hair.
Yeah.
I was just all like, dude, I'm all like, this is an alternative ranger.
That's
what this dude is.
Right.
He's gonna have his own mystical armor. He's gonna come into, and it's gonna be cool. Nah, they killed one of the dudes and he had to replace him.
And I like how they did that though, because he was like, all right, I'm gonna fight y'all. If y'all win, I'll join y'all. If y'all lose, all y'all gotta quit.
He said, put them up. If you lose,
y'all gotta quit.
You are. Y'all gotta quit. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something, but I was like, nah, let me not. It's still a family show.
Yeah, Samurai Troopers, if you can't tell by now, we thoroughly enjoyed it. Huge nostalgia. Loving the new stakes. Definitely tapping in. It's on Crunchyroll. Samurai Troopers. I don't know why I had to do the accent.
You already didn't show Samurai Troopers. I forget how to actually say it. Let me take a look here. Hold on, just a second, because it's trending in the or is it trending in the United States? It's not trending in the United States, but it is called Yori Shinden Samurai Trooper. But yeah, Hey, like and subscribe, ring that bell. Shouts out to the few follows that we got over the past few weeks where we've been gone. Are we out?
Yeah.
Is that it?
We out.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Until we meet again.